Try to record this. If you on Facebook Live, I'm probably going to cancel it and go. If you don't see my link on my page to go to the webinar, that may be the only way you get on because there's a background noise, and I just want to go ahead and go through the slides that I have set up. So if you're on Facebook Live, I will be shutting that down here in a minute. Just letting you know. So if anybody, a lot of people gonna get on, they don't know me, and that's okay. I am a best-selling author. I wrote a real estate book, and I do invest in real estate. I also have a nonprofit, and I speak at different universities, churches, and stuff like that. So I'm going to shut down Facebook Live. It is what it is. Sorry, guys. Just too much. Oh, sounds so much better. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go over a few of the things. And the reason I want to do this is I get a lot of people to ask me different questions about some of the things that I'm bringing up. And I think that the best way to learn is to learn by, where everybody else's mistakes. That's one of the things. I learn by people's mistakes better than I do that, everything is just good. And it's just best to learn it, a different way. So that's my disclaimer up there. Everybody can read. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not providing any type of legal advice. And don't say, well, Charles said to do this. I'm merely providing information. That's what I do. Provide information. So these are three of the topics. And it's going to keep going back and forth when I do this. And it's no big deal to come back on. These are three of the topics I'll be going after. And it's only doing that because I'm messing with the screen. But I'm doing it for a reason. But three of the topics I'll be talking about: real estate tax liens, becoming an affiliate. And a lot of people want to understand that affiliate piece. And the affiliate piece is nothing more than getting with companies that's going to pay you to, in a sense, market for them. So some of the stuff is on the screen, some of it isn't. I like to do this. I like to look at where you are. And if you haven't written it down, I think you're holding yourself back, for one, for writing down your financial goals and the things that you do to make money to create the profit. So what I do, I usually go out a year, and this is just one I just cut and pasted, and it's only 3 months. But you can go out a year and come up with a number. And my thing is you have to be realistic, because I saw this lady, she put out, she wants to make 10,000 monthly. Nothing wrong with that. So I asked her, are you making at least, 5,000 monthly? If you're not making that, go from where you are and add something to it. But your actions have to lead to that specific goal. If you're still working, a 15-hour, 20-hour job, and you're only making X number of dollars, and you're not bringing in no other money, something has to change. You're not going to make $50 or $100 an hour because you haven't changed anything. So be realistic and where you are and what you want. That's my thought. And there you go right there. If you want to change, you have to be willing to get uncomfortable. A lot of us not willing to get uncomfortable. A lot of us we're just kind of just going by and making things, happen here and there. But I want people to get uncomfortable. And it's a lot of people that they say they're good because they're making quote unquote good money. But I don't know. Nobody can really explain to me what good money is. I think everybody has their own interpretation of what truly good money is. So it's just different for different people. My good money is definitely going to be different from where everybody else is. And that's just what it is. If it allows me to do this, I'll keep going. So my thing, anytime I talk to anybody, I want people to know who you're talking to. Look at what they've done, where they're going. I see a lot of people that's out there that's saying one thing, but they never did it. And my thing is, if hopefully you've done something to where people can take the knowledge that you give them and at least go research it. That's my biggest thing. Go research the knowledge that people are giving you, so you'll have a better understanding of what they're saying. The other thing is, you see the different shows I've been featured on. I'm going for it all, y'all. I'm not even I'm not playing. I'm just gonna go for it and see what comes out the other end, and then use that as I step forward into where I'm going. I go and actually I go meet the experts for every industry that I'm in. And so as I'm going to go meet the experts, I would take it upon you to say, go meet the experts. I'm telling people to click the link on my profile to get to the webinar. That's the best I can give people. Bam. So these are different people that I get with, the Robert Kiyosaki, the Dr. Eric Thomas, Anthony Robbins, Darren Hardy. I go get this information, and that's what we have to do. We have to, instead of paying for a concert, spend some money to go get the right information from the right people, but then you have to take the right action, because you can go to all these events and do nothing. But I would say actually take them on board and make something happen. These are some more people, the guys that helped me to write the books and, give me business advice. It's just folks that can help you get from A to Z. Those are my real estate folks over here at Around the Grand. Man, my guy I get my speaking information from. Go to the people that you consider experts. That's the best I can give you. I'm just going to run through this stuff. A lot of people say it's a lack of money. I think there's no shortage of money. Well, there is no shortage of money. We just haven't figured out our direction and what we want to do. Some people are going to struggle, and you're going to pay for your education one way or another. It's going to be with money and time, or with time, but you're going to pay one way or another. And some people are just trying to get through it. But for me, I was doing that. I think I did it for about 3 years, and then I reached out to those who can actually show me a better way. And so that's when I started taking off doing my thing. Now, I speak, when we speak in business, I don't care if you want to do whatever you want to do, it doesn't matter to me. But if you're going to do real estate, if you're going to do any type of business, my thing is, for lack of better words, put yourself in a position to where if something were to happen, you're not 100% at fault. Like, they can't come and take your house, your car. And a lot of us are set up wrong in our businesses. And it's like we want people to say, go ahead and try me and, take everything I have if you sue me or if something goes wrong. So that's why I put up the power of business credit. No matter what business you have, you need business credit. So you're not held liable. I don't want people to be held liable. That's just what I want to do. So there you have it. And moving right along, I'm going to step through some business stuff first, real quickly. Any business you have to get your EIN, and all this information. I recorded videos and put them on YouTube, so you can go get like the drawn out version of how to set up, how to get your EIN, how to get your state corporation commission. It's already on YouTube. You don't have to do a lot of work. You have to go through the numbers and get the information. Biz to contracting for the government. That information is out there too. Funding your business. This is one of the biggest topics out there, because a lot of people want to fund their business, but they don't know how. A lot of people want the hard money for real estate, but they don't know where to get it. A lot of people think you need a lot of money for real estate, but that's the old way of doing business. That's just what it is. Y'all can read right there. Some people just do it when they get ready. Like, maybe every 2 weeks, every month, every 3 months, every 6 months, every year, you go back to doing that thing that you put down. This is big for me. Personal guarantee. A lot of us are not set up correctly. And I bring this up a lot only because Warren Buffett brings it up. And, if you listen to a billionaire, I don't think you can go wrong if you follow in their information. Stop making yourself personally liable. This is for my nonprofit folks. This is one of the biggest and best letters you can receive as a nonprofit. And I bring up nonprofit because nonprofit to me and real estate can work hand in hand. Somebody just asked me that a couple of days ago, probably 2 days ago, asked me about the nonprofit and the real estate. And you can actually get property 30 cents on the dollar for using your nonprofit. And there's rules and legal stuff in there, so make sure you have the right rules and stuff. So I'm not saying, it's just going to be a check in a box and you're good to go and you can go out and just get all this property. So make sure that you know the rules and regulations before you start to go down that road. But it is doable. I just had to explain that to somebody. Y'all see, I keep putting up the no personal guarantee. No personal guarantee. Learn that, live that. You should not have your car in your name. You should not have your house in your name, because then you're giving somebody access to you to, if they were to sue you, they have access to a lot of stuff that you have. For those that's going for the federal funding, the money, the big money out there, the biggest pot of money out there is federal funding. This is one of the ways you can do it. And, I just put on a few different things in here, looking at you getting a bank account, business licenses, your business phone number, your business address, your federal EIN number. Those are some of the things that you're going to need when you're getting the federal funding. And if you go to YouTube, you can get this documented. Is kind of drawn out on YouTube, and I put some steps out there so you can actually, go down that road if you choose to. I just wanted to keep, let people know that, if you want to do real estate or even tax liens, you should have an entity. I'm not going to say which one. I can tell you which one I have. I have an LLC. You can get an S corp. A lot of people, bigger businesses are C corps. So I like to bring this up because a lot of people don't have businesses, and if you don't have a business, you're going to be taxed differently than a lot of other people, and you're taxed differently. So in a sense, you're losing money, being that you're taxed differently. And this is just two types of entities. One is the S corp, one is the C corp. You have to look at which one is going to be best for you. 9 out of 10 is going to be either a LLC or S corp. C corps are for bigger businesses, but you see the information right there. It's not a secret. It's just showing you how entities make more money than a person that's a W-2. That's really what it boils down to. I'm not going to read all that stuff for you. You can go back to it and look at it and go through the numbers. But this is somebody who are investors, and some of them people who are not investors. So I just wanted to do a quick breakdown. And like I said, you can go through that. I'm going to go through the real estate piece here in a second. I just wanted to let y'all see some of the things that you can do, and how much money you can actually save by having an entity, and how much you lose by not having an entity. So it's huge to me by putting this out, because I just want people to know. Those with good credit and bad credit. And I tell everybody, I don't care if you had a 400 credit score. It doesn't matter, truthfully, right now. The only thing you can do is make it better if you want to. So to make it better, you can actually get with a company. And I caution everybody about some of these companies. Some companies are having you be with them for a year and a half, paying $100 a month. And I think that's total BS. And I just want you to get with somebody that's reputable, that can actually help you out. And you should be able to see some damage in 6 months. You can turn around some stuff. A credit score can go up 50 points in a day, depending on what you do. Now, it's so many different. Everybody's credit score is different. And don't think that it's life is over because you have a bad credit score, because things happen. Life is not over. You definitely can make a comeback, a strong comeback. And it depends if you're going to do it and be diligent about it, or you're going to pay somebody. I know a lady right now that, she does charge people to get their credit score up to speed, but she doesn't. It's a one-time payment. And I like the one-time payment because they don't gouge your eyes out. So you can do it yourself. You can go online and start to learn, but you have to be diligent about it. It is a process to where every 30 to 45 days, you're sending out information to the 3 credit bureaus, and you're going through sending out certified letters and things like that to get your credit where it needs to be. Because all you're doing is paying more in interest. That's what it boils down to. You're losing money. That's what it comes down to. Funding your dream. The money is out there. It's just that we haven't come to grips or come to terms with how to find it. And that's the only thing, the biggest thing about it. And I don't care, within the industry, there is funding. Like I just brought up money for women in the nonprofit sector when I first started this. So there's money, and I think I may have to bring that back up because I didn't record that, but it's okay. So this is how some people are set up, and y'all can look over that. Uh, People are losing money. Like, this is somebody without an entity, and if you're getting taxed at 29,000 when you could be getting taxed at 9,000, I think that's a heck of a difference That's $20,000 in savings, y'all. I don't know about y'all, but I'm not set up like Oprah. I'm definitely not set up like Oprah. So if it's not that way, a lot of people just kind of gloss over it and just kind of keep working, and we working harder, but we're giving more of our hard-earned money back to the government, and I don't know. We just shouldn't do that. That's just my take. So this is somebody with an entity. As you can see, how much money they're saving, where they're putting money, and even this is through an S corp. S corp, and you see that John's salary right there. That's crucial. He's paying himself a salary. And a lot of us won't do that. A lot of us won't take that salary and give it to our kids. You can actually pay your kids a salary as well. But this is the thing. If you don't pay yourself a salary through an S Corp, you have to give that money back to the government after expenses. And that is what a lot of people are doing. We're giving our money back. So this real estate thing can work. This tax lien thing can work. But if you're going to give the money right back, why are you working twice as hard to give the money back? Somebody please answer that for me. It doesn't make sense to me. And we just have to get smarter on what we think we know, and get the right information from the right people. As you can see, a person with no taxes, with no entity versus somebody with an entity, and how much they paying in personal taxes. 29,000 versus 9,000. Y'all can do the math. It's not rocket science, and a lot of us don't need a lot of money to get out of our situations, because a lot of us may be in some situation, and it's okay, but you don't need a lot. So this is the tax lien piece, and I'm gonna draw this thing out. And I'm not a great artist, I could be one in my former life, but anyway, I just got spoken to about tax liens, and somebody was like, they thinking it's that easy, and you can get the house and stuff like that. It's not gonna happen. I can guarantee the banks are not just going to just give you a house worth $350,000 because somebody didn't pay their taxes. It's not going to happen. It may slip. It may. One in a million chances that you're going to get that. They're definitely going to sell the house, probably to have to lowball it or something like that if it gets foreclosed and stuff. But you're not just going to just get it. So it's a lot of research that goes into this tax lien thing. Some of these companies make it out to be, oh, it's just very easy. Anybody can do it, and I think that's a bunch of stuff. And they're playing on people's emotions. And one of the things I say, go to the tax lien, the tax codes 32.05 Bravo, and they're gonna break down tax liens. And every state, you have a different percentage from the tax liens. So, like Michigan, you can get up to, I think it's 50%. And this money is guaranteed. The only thing is, if you don't have a good tax lien, then you're going to be at fault. And tax liens are not, it doesn't take priority over like an IRS lien. IRS lien is numero uno out there. So know that, when you start looking at all these liens, the tax lien does take precedence, but then you have to look at some of the counties and how they're set up, because some of the counties will say, well, this lien will take precedence over a tax lien. So you have to look at where you are, which state, and you have to get down and dirty so you can understand what you're doing. Don't just, you see $100 tax lien out there. Okay, great. You're going to make 18% on your tax lien. But this is the thing. When you do that, that may be like a partial tax lien or something like that. And a lot of people don't get down in the weeds to understand what's going on. A lot of people haven't been down to the county to speak to them to say, hey, help me to understand these tax liens and get down and dirty so you can get a better understanding. I just want people to get a better understanding for tax liens. So this is what I'm going to do. And hopefully it'll work. We'll see. We'll get this pen out. Let me see if it's going to work. You never know. It may or may not. I was going to draw it out for y'all, but if it don't want to work for me, that's okay too. So you got your little house, right? This is the homeowner. And that's one of the top homes right there. Y'all can see the build out. Come on now. The homeowner right here. And what you're going to do as a homeowner, well, this is a homeowner, and let y'all know about 90% of homeowners pay the tax liens. So don't get it twisted like you about to get this great thing. Y'all look at this building. This is just one of the hottest buildings right here. And this is the county right here. Stop playing. Y'all can see that. I got skills, y'all. That's the county right there. And then this is you. You over here, and I'm a give y'all some eyes, nose, and a mouth. You look happy because you think you about to get this property and stuff like that. I don't know if y'all want some hair. You may want a hat. But this is you right here as the investor. So this is how it really breaks down. So these things called back taxes. So every county has back taxes. And what counties do with their taxes is they pay like school, they pay people's not bills, but they pay people, that work for the city and everything like that. They have to pay so much out of the back taxes. So if the homeowner don't pay the back taxes, then people don't get paid. So if people don't get paid, what the county does and say, okay, what we're going to do is allow an investor, and that could be you, allow an investor to pay the back taxes. And that's all they're doing. They're really selling off the back taxes to an investor. Now let's say the back taxes are $1,000. $1,000 for back taxes. The investor pays the back taxes, and they say, okay, well, you're going to have a year, and we're going to pay you 20% on your $1,000, and outside of that, you have interest that you can get paid off of your 1,000. You have, and I know that this can't spell or I can't spell, no big deal. You have fees on top of the $1,000 that you're going to get back. You have penalties on top of that you're going to get back. So you're going to get all this back because the homeowner is late on paying their taxes. So the homeowner is going to have to pay, that $1,000. They're going to have to pay interest fees. They're going to have to pay penalties. So I don't know what that number is going to be. And it comes down to, it could be a year. It could be 6 months. I don't know. You have to look at what the county is saying that you're going to get your money back. But this money is good money when it comes back. So that's how it actually works. You're not just gonna get this house because the homeowner didn't pay their taxes. So the homeowner usually goes back and then they pay it at some point in time. But like in Texas, you can make 25% on your money. In Michigan, the first year is 15% for the first year, and then the second year you get 50% on your money. So you're looking at $2,000 the second year plus interest fees and penalties that you can get back. The homeowner do have a redemption period or like a grace period, so they can pay their back taxes and everything like that. This lien may or may not be in the first position. You need to understand the positions of liens. My going in, I hire companies that do this lien business because that's what they do. They understand the lien business, and I'm not trying to be a hero to try to understand, how all these liens work. There's HOA liens, there's IRS liens, there are, police liens. There's so many different type of liens out there. You just got to be smart and understanding, you know, all about the property. So you can do a property tax search, and oh my goodness, this is like I say, it's not just easy as it's putting up $100, y'all, or $1,000, and then you just walking away. You can go to they have a tax collections website that you can go to. You can go to your county and talk to your clerks, and they can kind of give you some insight into how you're supposed to do it. You can lose money on a tax lien. Don't get it twisted. A lot of people don't think that that can happen. A lot of people think that, I put the money in and then, everything is good. Negative. It doesn't work that way. You can definitely lose money on a tax lien. And I don't want to get too into it because somebody was going to try to do tax liens. Let me see. Probably about a month ago, I had somebody and I was like, pump your brakes for a second. Before you start putting out this money, understand what you got your hands on. There's tax liens out there. The lowest I seen was like $12, but that can be like a partial tax lien. But I would say if you really want to do it, go in with the low ball and $12, $20, $50, so you're not losing your money. But I would personally say get a better understanding of what you want to do. And then even if you can find people, even at the auctions, you find people at tax lien auctions. It's just so much out there that you can find information. So you're not out there uh, looking crazy. Really, that's what it's going to boil down to. You're going to be looking crazy, and you're going to lose your money, and then, but you're going to learn. I will guarantee you that. I just put up something that people are going to learn one or two ways, by time and money, and then the third way is by time and money. And some people are going to expend too much money and too much time, and still not get where they want to be as far as the tax liens go. So that's it in a nutshell. Tax liens. Look at my graphic, my artwork. Let me sign this. Hold on. You know how you got to sign your artwork and stuff like that. You know, look at that. Bang bang. Stop playing. So you got to sign your artwork when you put it out there. So that's tax liens. Do your due diligence, family. That's what I'll tell you. Let me try to erase all this stuff and go to the next. Oh, let me see if they're gonna let me. Bam, pointer. Okay, off of these tax liens. Another thing I'm going to go over is that affiliate marketing. Now, I didn't even put nothing after this. So for me, let me give y'all some of the things out there. Let me break it down. Y'all see some of these right here: Amazon, Shopify, Dropship Access, Infusionsoft, BigCommerce. There are so many companies, and the bottom line is go on and sign up. If you're actually using that type of, if you at Target, sign up for Target. And if somebody asks you questions about something, hey, I got it from Target, take my link. That's what you need to do. Instead of always telling people all this free stuff that we do, we tell people about so much free stuff and not get paid for it. And my thing is seeing is believing. So I dropped a few checks out there just to let people know, I don't care. This one lady was like, well, I don't want to waste my time. And I was like, to each his own. I'm not mad about, you wasting your time, but you're already doing it. If you're telling people about where you got your shoes, your clothes, your food, your whatever, you're giving money away for free. All I'm saying is change up your conversation, family. That's all you have to do. Well, hold on. Let me send you a link where I got it from. You just bought some shoes, somebody like it, send them the link where you got it from, but you're now an affiliate. I don't care if you make $5 off of it. My thing is this: what did you make last time? What did you make before? If you made zero before, then just change up what you're doing. Get the $50 if you want to, and now you got $50 that you can put on your cell phone, your internet. I don't know. I look at money totally different. I will take $10. Some people are too, I guess they're good, or they're too big in the game that they won't take the money, and that's okay. It's not for everybody. I'll take $1.17 if it's a profit. Profit to me means more than anything. I'll take a profit. And that's all you have to do, but you have to put the information out. You got to be listening now when people talk about it. Hey, where'd you get that book? Oh, take my link and get it from here. Well, where'd you get that? I do everything like that. Why not? And I don't like to promote like restaurants. I just don't like to. You'll very seldom see me promote a restaurant. Because if I'm getting paid from it though, you'll see me promote it, and I'll give you the name and the address, and I want you to go because I'm getting paid off of that. And y'all can look at that how you want to look at it, because there's different pots of money coming in. That affiliate money, shoot, one check was $3,000. Y'all talk about it if you want to. $3,000 is probably somebody's paycheck for the month. For the month. From affiliate checks, y'all. So it's out there. You just have to take your time and do your due diligence and figure out what's for you and what you already do and get paid off of it. So I'm skipping that one. That was very easy. Now this real estate piece. Now I know a lot of people, in the real estate. Some are, some not. The thing is with real estate, a lot of people are doing entirely too much. I see people down at the courthouse looking through records, and I'm just like, what the heck are y'all doing? You doing too much. You like, it's not that serious. My thing is start with the easy, no money down deals first. People all on the MLS, the multiple listing service, trying to do deals, and I'm saying, okay, once you get this deal for 150,000, where's that money coming from? Now you got to go try to find some money from a hard money lender to close that deal out, or a transactional funder to try to close that deal out, is nothing wrong with it. It can be done, but why not work with for sale by owners, so where you don't have to, you got the person that can make the decision. You have the decision maker on the deal. And the thing is people don't want to commit the time to messing with somebody that's for sale by owner. That's the thing. You don't want to commit and the deal didn't go through, and then people get frustrated. You did one deal and now you mad. Come on now. You did one deal. And the knowledge with real estate comes over time. The sad part is a lot of people don't want to take the time to really get in there and understand it. You can do a deal, and I'm gonna throw something at y'all, and these are for some people gonna understand it and some not. So you got a deal out there, and they want to play with you, and now they saying, well, I don't want to do this capital gains tax that's gonna come with me, collecting $300,000. So how can you help me? And you sit there looking like, well, what the heck is capital gains? So, I mean, and somebody come back to you and say, well, I want to do, I'm sure I do a lease option. And you sitting there, well, what's a lease option? So you're not even vested enough to understand the lingo, even though you have the deal. The deal is laying in your hand right now. You can make $10, $15, $20,000 off the deal, but since you don't understand it, you give up and you walk away. And now that's one deal that was on the table that could actually, I'll take 10,000 every day, all day. I don't know about everybody else. I know we got some ballers on the line, and ballers listening to this. $10,000, they just kind of like look at it like it doesn't matter, but it does matter. Somebody asked me that. Well, Charles, if you have all these high deals out there, you're doing multi-million-dollar deals, why would you do a residential deal for 10,000? Let me give y'all something. I'm not walking over $10,000. I'm not walking over $1,000. That's not how I do business. If the deal is out there and a profit can be made and I can do it, it's not going to take up a lot of my time. Why would I not do it? That's all I'm saying. So don't try to walk over dollars to get to the pennies. You have to be a student of the game and understand that there's the easy part to me is going to go find the property. That's the easy part. Let me tell you the difficult part of doing real estate, constructing the deal. And a lot of people don't want to understand or take the time to understand how to construct the deal. There's so many ways to do it. You can wrap around. You can do a subject to. You can do a lease option. You can do a wholesale. You can take ownership, or you can just get the deed, or you can not get the deed, or you can. It's so many different ways. And a lot of people think they're going to get it out of a book, and that's not going to happen, family. I will guarantee that. Not going to happen out of a book unless the book is going to be like, the book can't give you, 10 different scenarios. It's not going to happen. It's definitely not going to happen. There's property out there right now that is free and clear. And free and clear property, that's some of the best properties you can get, because you can create a scenario to where the homeowner wins. And then when they win, you win. You create a scenario, that free and clear property of $350,000, and you don't have to put no money down, and you get into the property and you have access to it for 3 to 5 years, to where you can make a payment of $500 and then you cash them out later. Come on, family. You can't beat that. You can't beat that scenario, especially a $350,000 property that's going to be probably rented for $1,500 or more. I'm saying upwards of $1,800 to $2,000 that you can get in. You get in $2,000, you give the homeowner, because they ask for $500, you get them $500. You keep $1,500 positive cash flow every month. That's somebody's job right there. That's definitely a game changer. It's up to you, though. It's definitely up to you. It's so many different ways to look at real estate, but you have to look at it. How can I help the homeowner? That's what it comes down to. How am I going to help the homeowner? Stop looking at the money. Stop with that. Well, I'm gonna get paid. No. How are you gonna help the homeowner? It's all about helping them, and then you can win after you help them. So it's so many different ways to do this. And as with other things that I brought up about even nonprofits, I put a lot of this stuff on social media. I put it on YouTube. You can go get steps. I went through steps and hit buttons so you can understand that, the information in real estate is already out there. And it's so much that people are going to get confused. I will guarantee that. You're going to get confused, because I used to be confused because there was so much information out there. Definitely too much for me and for a lot of people. Let me see if I can go to the next one. Funding. I keep bringing up funding because everybody is looking for the money. The money is in the deal. I'm just talking real estate now. The money for real estate is in the deal or outside of the deal, or somebody else has the money. A lot of people, I'm working right now. I just talked to some folks. We may come together because we have a property out there. We may come together and just buy it. You know, I mean, you don't have to have $100,000, family. You can bring people together and bring up the funding, but we may just split this deal that's out there because I don't really want to let it go. And we're going to see what we're going to do. We may get it, may rehab it, and just split the money at the back end, making about 20, 25%, maybe even 30% a return on our investment. And I know for a fact the great majority not making no doggone 20% on their money. A lot of people making 8.9, maybe 10% on their money, but a lot of people are just good with the 401ks sitting at, they thinking they're going to get 8%, but when the fees get assessed, you're going to look at like 5.5% on their money, but then you can't go back and get all that money back. And when we talk money, I know people get closed-minded. It's like taboo. I ask people straight up, what are you investing in? What type of interest rate are you making? Are you making, what, 3%? Which you got your money in the bank making 0.5. We just have to do better because we can't go back and get money after we get, 65, 70 years old. We can't go back and get this money. This is it. What we're working with to the time is now. And I will tell you, it's going to be catastrophic later on in life when everybody start needing the money that they supposedly had saved up, and we know that statistically speaking, a good majority don't have 1,000 in the bank right now. That's just statistics. I'm just running numbers. So when we get older, it's just going to be that much. It's going to be, oh my gosh. I just hate to see it because I heard it from economists. They broke down, where are we going to be like 20 years from now, 30 years from now, God willing, we're still alive. We're going to see where we're going to be, like financially, and especially if we're living longer and people haven't factored in taking care of their parents and stuff like that. So that's why I bring up, that Monday show I do. It's all about finance and getting your money back together and making sure that you can survive what's going to happen. Because, once your money stops, what happens then? Are your kids going to be able to take you in if you have kids? Are your family going to be able to support you? And it's probably not. It's just not going to happen. So security's not going to be around. So this is like in your face type of stuff that I want people to think. That's what I want people to do. You need to think about what's happening right now, where you're going to be, following people that are already successful and following their footsteps. Go to the doggone Warren Buffett's, pay for doggone Anthony Robbins if you have to, and go get all their information. You get a lot of the information on YouTube, y'all. YouTube is free. Get their information and get as much as you can, and then you're going to have to pay. I'm just being honest because I didn't pay for Eric Thomas. I didn't pay, Dr. Eric Thomas, Anthony Robbins. I paid for so many people to get educated on what we need to do and what we need to be doing. So that's why I give out information. But, I can only take people so far. The people that I mentor, I say, I take you so far, and then you got to find somebody else to take you the rest of the way because I can only give you what I've already done up to this point. I can't give you all this other extra stuff that I have not done yet. It's not going to happen. But I can show people how to do a nonprofit, how to get the funding, how to get the federal funding, the grants that are out there, how to be a motivational speaker, how to get paid to speak, how to be a real estate investor, how to do real estate on all levels from residential to commercial, how to get paid doing the affiliate funding. I do all that. That's what I do because I've already done it. Nobody can take that from me. It's already done. It's a done deal. So I just show people, like I say, I show people a little something different, but I want you to get educated. I need you to go out there and find the information for yourself and start running. A lot of us quit. A lot of us are too much. Football season is here. That's going to be about 3 hours wasted of people's time. And I'm not dogging people out because I used to be there. I'm a sports fanatic, basketball, March Madness fanatic. Spend all my hours. I was spending 4 to 5 hours watching basketball during March Madness. That's just what I was doing. That time was not put into my business. I say we work so hard at planning our birthdays, or planning, where we're going to go on vacation, and planning, stuff that really don't really make sense or is going to help us our next generation, because we're all, responsible for the next 4 generation of people. A lot of us can say, I'm gonna do it later, I'm gonna do it later, I'm gonna do it later, and we sit on the couch and we flick the channels. But I say, well, what are you doing on a Saturday? Some people waiting to go to the club tonight. I don't knock that. Do what you do, but find time in your 24 hours to put into your business and your future, because time is ticking and we don't have that much of it, because most of us sleep 8 to 10 hours a day. Most people go to work 8 to 10 hours a day. And then that leaves you with little to no time. I'm going to say approximately 4 hours to go get it. And during that 4 hours, a lot of people still watch TV. And then you got to figure out, okay, well, what are you doing in them other 4 hours? Relaxing, chilling. And that's okay. Do what you do. But the time is coming that you're going to have to figure it out. There's no shortage of money. There's no shortage of money. There's no shortage of money. There's only a shortage of ideas, family. You haven't gotten smart enough to figure out what ideas can help people. It's demand. Once you can demand some and supply somebody on the demand side of things, you're winning. Find somehow what people want. What do they want? Find out how to give them what they want. That's how all these other companies are doing. They're giving us what we want. We're watching TV. We're going to go buy all these products, all these services. That's what we do. We spend our hard-earned money, but we don't ask for nothing back. Start asking for money back so it can come back into your account. And one of the ways to do it is affiliate marketing. The sign up for me was free. On a lot of these, some of them you have to pay for. If you have the product or the service, you have to pay for that because you're using it anyway. Now give it to other people. Put some money back into your pocket. Stop giving the government all your money. They don't have to ask for all your money. The tax laws are specifically state you can pay yourself first. You can pay your taxes, in a sense, your expenses, and then you give the government what's left of your expenses if you're a business owner. As long as you're legally trying to make money, you can write the expenses off from taking a business trip down to Florida, getting a hotel, getting a taxi. 50% of your food on your business is expenses that can be paid back to you. Percentages of that can come back to you, family, but we're not in the game. We're losing. We're losing in the game. We're definitely losing in the game. My biggest thing is asset protection. Warren Buffett talks about this. He said, I don't spend as much money as you can protecting everything that you have. That's why when Warren Buffett pays taxes, he don't pay as much as we do because he don't have anything in his name. Why don't he have anything in his name? Because that's how the taxes are set up. That's how the laws are set up, to where if somebody was to sue you, they're going to look up your name. The lawyer is going to look at everything that you own in your name. If you don't own nothing, I'm going to tell y'all right now, I'm broke. I don't have nothing. And I don't plan to ever have anything. Own nothing, but control everything. This is my disclaimer. I'm not a tax professional, family. That's not what I do. I have information because I go get it and I do what they tell me to do. That's what I spend my time doing. And I'm just getting better and I'm just getting better and understanding a lot of things that's coming out that's just changing my whole world. And I'm sharing it with people like, hey, do this. Now do that. And now you're in a better position. I'm going to tell you right now, it's a lady that I know. She may be on this call right now. I don't know. Or on this webinar. She's going to be done working next year. In 2018, she's going to be done working because of how we're setting her up. She's going to be done working. She's doing real estate. She has a deal right now, I would say $80,000 to $100,000. That deal that she's going to make on profit on the other end, pay taxes, but she's paying taxes through an entity, so she's going to keep more of that money. Then we're going to set her up with the business credit. That's what's happening right now. She's still going to be doing real estate, getting set up with business credit. Get as much as you can. Stop throwing away your credit cards because you think they're bad. You just don't understand how to use them effectively to get the 0% interest to where you can keep that money for 18 months. I don't care if it's 6 months or 18 months of free money at a low interest rate. Use that to flip their money like the banks do us. They flip our money so you can flip their money. This is real, y'all. This is just real talk. I want y'all to understand where we're coming from. I need y'all to get this thing. I need y'all to get a better understanding of where you are and where you want to be and how you want to do it. Nobody can stop you to get to this end game but you. It's totally up to you. And I provide so much information, and it's free. It's free. It's free for the masses. Whoever wants a piece of it, it's free. And I just want you to take it on board and be serious about it. And I do these because a lot of people call me. A lot of people's hitting me up about the affiliate marketing. A lot of people hit me up about I get inbox, phone call, text. So I started putting it out there. You're not going to get I would truly have to stay on the phone with you or online or walk you through deals so you can understand every situation. There's so many situations in real estate, and people are like, well, can you talk me through it? I'm like, are you serious? You know how much time that's going to be for me to do, literally to talk you through real estate? Somebody said, can you send it in an email? No, I cannot. It's not possible to send you a snapshot of real estate in an email. Doesn't happen that way. I have years of experience and I'm still learning. I have years of experience. But the thing is, I can take you through it and I'm going to start setting up like consultations because I want people to start on the left hand side. A lot of people trying to start in the middle or the end game, and you're losing. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, you're going to lose because you're not set up correctly. At least know that you can get set up by getting your EIN, getting an entity, getting set up with the state corporation commission, no matter the business. Just get it set up first and then get the legal side for nobody wants to talk legal because it's not sexy. I'll talk legal because I'm not going to jail for nobody. Can't do it. I need the legal team in place so you don't have to worry about, well, is it right? Am I going to get in trouble? You don't have, and people say that to me. Well, Charles, that don't even sound right. When I told people about lease options, it was like, and these are people that's in the real estate world. This one guy, older guy, he was telling me, you can't do that. And after I broke it down to him to help him understand, because he had to be like 68 years old. He had about 35 properties. And after I told him, the look on his face was like, it looked like he's seen a ghost. He was like, oh my goodness, I didn't know we could do that. That's genius. And I said, yeah, I know. And one of my friends, good friends, he said, Charles, you're gonna end up going to jail doing lease up, doing that. I said, what? And the thing is, just because you don't understand it doesn't make it wrong. Just because you don't understand it. That's the thing. Just because a lot of people are not experts in certain things. So I said, well, I got it from a guy who's been in the industry close to 30 years, multi-millionaire, a couple times over, killing the game. It's always about the legal side. So I'm not worried about getting hemmed up or going, I don't have to worry about that because I have the legal side set. And that's what I want people to get. Start over here, figure out where your business is first, then move forward. A lot of business owners are not set up correctly. Business owners, they've been in business for 10 years, not set up correctly. It's just information that I've learned on my journey, and I'm still learning, and I'm just getting better. That's all. I'm just going to these different people, pulling information, getting better. But I want everybody else to be better as well. There's my email. If you want to get in touch with me, we can do a consultation. I can see where you are and give you pointers on where you need to go or get you hooked up with the right people. That's what it comes down to. I don't care if you want to do estate planning. I have people that do credit. I have people that do so many different things. And I stick with the experts. I go to the experts. That's where I get my information from. And that's where I want you to get yours from. Go to the experts, y'all. You can do it yourself. It's going to take some time. I don't cut my own grass. That's Warren Buffett said, looking at it this way. So he said, how long would it take you to, cut your own grass? If it takes you an hour and a half, ask yourself, how much would you pay somebody to do it? And for me, it's about 35 bucks. So look at $35 for an hour and a half. Are you worth more for your hour and a half? Is your hour and a half worth more than $35? If it is, do not cut your own grass. Pay somebody to do it, and your hour and a half is yours now. You can do whatever you want to do with it. The mindset has to shift. And some people love doing it. There's nothing wrong with that. I used to do it all the time. But now I use my time better because all we have is time. I don't know what you're going to do in the next 30 minutes. But that next 30 minutes, you can impact what you're going to do in the future. Or you can watch TV. It's definitely on you. Doesn't matter to me. It's just information that I put out to people. I love the life I live. I know it can be better. And I know with better comes with helping more people. That's why I do what I do. The blessings, y'all, they just, sometimes I'm telling y'all, I don't even know how stuff happens, but the blessings come and they just like bam, bang, bang. And I'm just like, It's like the cup runneth over. I experienced that. I truly, truly, truly experience. It's like everything that I want, and it's scary. Everything that I want, and I go for, and I put my mind down for, it just comes to me. And I don't know. I don't know. I do know, but I don't know. But it's scary that just like truly everything that I'm talking about, what I like really want, it comes to me, and I want everybody to experience that. I want everybody to not have. I want people to work for themselves. It's great to have a great job. I did the six figures thing, and I'm not downplaying it. Some people think that's a lot of money. To me, my mindset shifted. When you're around people that make six figures, seven figures, your mindset changes, and people think you can stay the same. You can't stay the same. People say, Charles, you changed. I'm like, you better believe I changed. How can I stay the same being around those people who are that impactful in my life that just changes everything about me? So it starts with a decision. Make a decision. Make a freaking decision. Get a mentor that can help you, that's already been there. Somebody that's not going to bullcrap you, that's already been there, that can help you get there. Stick to your decision and commit. Don't say I'm freaking interested. Say I'm committed. Some people say, yeah, I'm interested in real estate. No, I need you to be committed. When you get committed, come back and see me. When you serious about this real estate thing, come back and see me. Don't come back with the bullcrap. I don't have time for that. I'm not that guy. I use my time wisely. And people, if you ever call me on my phone, please text me first. I take so many phone calls. I just had two people call me. I'm not going to pick up because I'm talking to y'all. Nothing wrong with that. I'm not going to pick up. You better text. And now, hold on. Don't get it twisted. If it's an investor or my mentors, hey, I'm picking up. There's certain people you pick up for. You better pick that phone up. Don't miss that Warren Buffett call. Don't do that. So let me ask y'all right now, those that's on the call in the chat box, if you have any questions, I'm going to open up the chat box right quick. Go ahead, hit me with some questions. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to bring up some of the stuff that I brought up before. I'm going to wait for anybody to have a question. I'm going to see if I can bring up, I may have deleted it. Life goes on. Life goes on. No big deal. No, if anybody have any questions, go ahead and type it into the box, or you can say it. I may be able to hear you. I don't know. I'm gonna give about 5 minutes for this, y'all, and I gotta make a move. I got another thing at 2:30. Talk to me. No questions, huh? Going once, going twice. Let me see who's on here. Going once, going twice. Anybody with questions? I do this every Saturday. Saturday at 1, unless I have an event. If I usually just post it, and I usually go live as well. But the live was like, I was trying to do it off of two computers so they can see, but neither here nor there. Oh well, life goes on. See if y'all can type. If you can, type it in. If you can't, that's okay. People hitting me up right now. It's all good. Anybody? 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 Okay, y'all. It was I had fun. I had fun. Charles M. Speaks at Yahoo. Hit me up if you have any information. If I will look at your business. I don't care which business it is. All businesses have to go through the same process, to become a business. If you want to do real estate, nonprofits, I'm doing those. The grant writing, I have people for that. I understand how it's done, but I'm not that dude. I can definitely get it done for you. I am a nonprofit consultant. I'm doing nonprofits, giving them to the IRS, going back and forth with them, getting everybody set up, get the 501c3 paperwork, that stamp that you are non-exempt. And that's when you can dance. You can dance now. That's when you can dance, baby. I'm trying to tell you. That's all good. Anybody else? Going once? Going twice? So, okay, y'all. Thank y'all for getting on. My information is out there. I had a great time, and I'm going to do my thing. Y'all take it easy. And how do I cut this off, y'all? Tell me. No, just playing. I'm about to cut this off. I'm going to exit my meeting. End the meeting. Oh, let me stop recording. How about that?